No girl will accept a stone which is made in 10 minutes and feel happy about it. Unless you don't care about her, you can get it for her.
Alex, you're watching whole industry from the pro fly view. You spoke from business aspect, you spoke from consumer aspect.
We're talking about natural diamond, which took million and billion of years to come out to the earth. When you give a wife, when you give your daughter, when you give your sister or mother a diamond, you're buying a story which could be older than stars. It's either diamond or either a fake diamond. It's either a Rolex or a fake Rolex, but there is no any comparison between a natural and an LGD.
You have different flows. You buy art. If you buy the art that every day it will be some scribble and then the next day you need a new one. If you do, then you should go to Pandora's. 12 years ago when we were discussing, the competition was travel, Maldives, cars, watches. Today, it's a glass laptop.
Challenge currently is lab grown. Down the line 5 years, it could be something else. Are we even prepared for that? Welcome to yet another podcast of the Jewellery Pod. Not long ago, we just concluded Doha Diamond Conference where the main focus was how to nurture natural diamonds, how it's formed in the Mother Earth, and what all things are concerning for the industry. Let's start on a new note with someone who strongly believes in natural diamond. We have a renowned jeweler from Kuwait. He's very verbal on his Instagram about natural diamond and its being. Let's join our hands to welcome Mr. Abdul Wahab Fares from Faisal Al Fares Jewelry. Hi Wahab, how are you?
Krishna, thank you very much for having me on your podcasts. It's my pleasure.
Likewise, pleasure is all mine. Wahab, before we go further, can you tell about your early days?
Yes, so Krishna, we are Al Fares family. We've been in the business since 1880. I'm the fifth generation right now.
Oh, thank you.
So the thing which we're focusing on to switch from buying goods to manufacturing the goods in Kuwait. We've been doing that since 2012. Myself, I went through IGI, GIA. I've been working in many different manufacturing. I went to many retails. I've been doing many trips to the biggest expos in the world to feel and know, have more knowledge, to meet people like you and know more about the stones and diamonds. As you know, this let's say, this industry is really small, but carry much secrets in it. So by time you get to know more and more about it, I'm happy to be in this business. I'm happy to be a part of the family business and keep on this legacy.
When you joined in, what were your observations, how your dad was doing business and how you taking care of it? You're giving new direction to the social media. You're very verbal on about how things are happening and why we should invest in diamonds. So what potential difference or what acts of yours is adding value to your business?
So let me tell you this, Krishna. My father, Mr. Faisal Al Fares, there's nothing new here about me adding education because my father, Faisal Al Fares, he's been doing the education in Kuwait. He studied very well about diamonds. He produced books in Kuwait regarding diamonds. So here I'm only, a part following his steps, and hopefully we can keep up this education. I'm very happy that people are following me, knowing about diamonds. I'm not being there to sell diamonds, if you noticed that on my social media platform.
No, it's more of information. It's more about awareness.
More informative. So hopefully to keep that information up to the people, making things more clear. Shady parts are not there. I'm trying to make it simple and easy to them. So hopefully we keep up this honesty in giving the right info and keeping it clear to the clients.
And when you plan to impart this education and awareness, what are your key factors? What are you trying to put out for audience? What do you think that they should be knowing as on 2025?
Well, there is different factors here that make me go on the social media. First of all, some prices are there, making the clients not making the diamond as a first choice to buy when they have a special moment or whatever. But the thing is, these clients, when you give them the education, when you give them the keys, when you give them the secrets, they'll be more happy to buy from you. You gain the trust. When you give the right prices, you change the market prices because you see last 10 years, prices were all over the markets, up and down, different prices, the same item exactly, which Krishna has, Abdul Wahab has it with a totally different tag price. The same certificate you have, I have it. The exact same diamond we're matching, but the price tag difference is huge. There is a big question from clients regarding that. They're asking me, Abdul Wahab, why would you finding this piece with you for a $10,000 and finding it with the next shop for $20,000? So you see, some people are hungry to get money the quickest way. And people think that jewelry is a moneymaker. No, jewelry is not a moneymaker. Jewelry is art. Jewelry is a valuable, it's a valuable item, but it's art more than that. So creating an art, a piece of art, that's what you're paying for. Regarding my focusing on diamonds, natural diamonds and LGDs, I'm trying to educate people regarding a stone which is newly here and people has no knowledge. And to be honest, 99% people who are selling LGDs, they don't have enough knowledge about it. And I'm pretty sure even the most stores who sells LGD, they have never been in manufacturers where LGD is manufactured. You can ask anyone you met who's supporting LGD, have you ever went into a LGD manufacturer? Most probably the answer is no. But for us as a natural diamonds supporter and dealers, we can go to any company and they'll be opening the gates and doors and please, they'll welcome us and look at our goods, how things is going.
On that note, Wahab, I'm sorry interrupting you. I have noticed that we are not operating in closed ecosystem anymore. If we move outside, like you're based in Kuwait, but information on internet is so open at the moment that it's not us who are the flag bearer of the education. We are only guide them what's wrong and right in terms of choices. However, they're more than free to choose what they wish to.
Absolutely.
How you convince them, or what is your conversation with your customers when they ask you about natural diamonds and lab-grown diamonds?
Let me ask you, Krishna. Would you like to get a piece that has a story or just a piece and that's it? We're talking about natural diamond. In my point of view, I think natural diamond has a story. The value of it is the story of it. The story of it, which took million and billion of years to come out to the earth. When you give a wife, when you give your daughter, when you give your sister or mother or anybody, you buy her a diamond, you're buying a story which took million and million of years to come out and give her this value gemstone, which could be older than stars. Let me ask you, what's the value when I give her a 10 karat LGD? Where's the value of the stone?
Surely it's not, but again, it's about preferences. And by saying this, I'm not supporting that one should go for lab-grown diamonds. It's just they're out in the market.
It is there. It's let's say when the mosonites came out, when the zircons were all over the market, there was a conflict. People, things was shady. People didn't know what to buy. The question is, if you want to buy a story behind the stone, there is nothing other than a natural diamond. It's either a diamond or either a fake diamond. It's either a Rolex or a fake Rolex. It's a beautiful stone. It's a very amazing stone that's made by human, but there is no any comparison between a natural and an LGD. The way they market the LGD about it's 100% diamond. To me, no, that's not a diamond. It's a very nice stone, but you can't call it a diamond. Today, when France start banding the word diamond to the LGDs, you can call it a synthetic diamond. Today, when lab-grown diamonds gets banned in JCK, today when India and USA, they go through all these studies to ban the name diamonds behind the LGDs, I think so this is a step that we have to look behind it and think twice.
As we were talking, there's a small surprise for you. Alex Popov have also joined the podcast, and let's make it more interesting. Hi, Alex. Welcome on the Jewellery Pod.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure. And I always am interested to talk with interesting people, and especially from the places where you don't meet them every day. So it's kind of a big pleasure, and thank you very much for having me.
It's an honor to have you both today. Alex, we have just concluded the beautiful conference with several aspects. It was multifaceted conversation about how things gonna be in future, how it is happening in present, finances, many aspects of it. Right education, right amount of information in a very simple words. Do you think this is the way ahead?
Well, first of all, I do think it's a way ahead. I think it's tremendously important to use the media that other people use. Then the person like myself wouldn't be able to use even Instagram. Even if I have wonderful ideas, I don't know how to operate this. So I'm very glad that young people like you, they know how to do this. And I think that's very important to bring these ideas from the very early age. Now, it's not enough to have just Instagram. It's good. It's important. If you were in the conference yesterday, I had this, I wouldn't say argument, but I was challenging David Kelly from the NDC about the movies they were making. As a matter of fact, it's mostly the Beers movies and not NDC movies, where people show couples and ladies and men wearing diamonds, which is very nice. Nobody knows what kind of diamonds. Maybe they're lab coat, maybe they're synthetics. Nobody knows. And here comes the challenge: how to show that diamond is natural without going into too much science, without going into too much boring stuff. To show it right away like this on the Instagram or even on the TikTok. So this is the challenge. The movie that David showed us about Canadian diamonds was very good, but it was too long.
And
we need to do it like this. We need to know what is going on, why, to immediately recognize that the diamond is natural and not lab grown. This is a big challenge. It's not easy to do.
Alex, you're too humble to admit this and say on this platform that social media is not your thing, but the kind of experience you have, kind of insights you can give to us as on today are fire, honestly. So how we should plan these campaigns, or what's your idea? What message, the prime message should go out through these campaigns?
You know what I think? The messages should be given by professionals. I think we need to hire people who don't know nothing about diamonds. Super professionals in advertising who should put their heads together and find the message, or find a couple of messages, or find 3, 4, 5, 10 messages, which we as an industry will then choose what we want. Because we are too biased and to go out and sell the product which we love and we cherish and we work with it. Perhaps our message is not good. Most probably our message is not good.
I second you.
Be from someone who has no idea what diamonds are, or who is against diamonds in the first place. Then the message will be much stronger.
Or someone as fifth generation jeweler like Wahab, who he's not biased about what things are happening around. He's just he's trying to put a really nice message, which Wahab, if you can elaborate.
Yes. So my focusing is more on why should we buy a natural diamond, and when people buy lab-grown diamonds, and is the marketing about the lab-grown diamonds, is it correct? Is it clear? Are they sure they know what a lab-grown diamond is? Have they saw what's behind the scene? I'm pretty sure 99% of lab-grown dealers, they have no idea. They have no idea.
No idea what.
So, but in natural diamonds today, even if you Google it online, you can find all the details there. Even bad facts about natural diamonds are there. But in lab-grown diamonds, it's shady. It's totally shady. So, what's your thoughts on a new stone in the market, which you have no idea where it's heading in 5-10 years, and many big names who put their hands in these stones and they're dealing with it, selling and buying? I'm pretty sure one of the biggest companies, everybody knows De Beers, who went into the lab growns, right now they're shutting down. If you want to talk about big names, who's bigger than De Beers? So if smaller brands who took a step and went to LGDs, most probably,
We have different philosophy. We're there for years. If you buy art, would you buy the art that every day it will be some scribble and then the next day you need a new one? This is the question. If you do, then you should go to Pandora. It's no problem. But if you don't, then you have no other choice than to buy natural diamond.
I would throw some light about the campaigns. What I personally feel, not only I'm talking about campaigns through campaigns of De Beers or anyone else, even I grew up in India watching Tanishq ads. They always motivated people, not by saying that buy Tanishq diamonds or jewelry on a special occasion. They always say that you should buy jewelry, could be diamond or gold on special occasion. I think that narrative is badly missing from everyone's social media, and this is what we have, rather than talking what customer actually needs in today's world.
It's incredible brand,
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter when they put on the screen if they have Tanishq underneath. It's still publicity for Tanishq, and I do agree with this. There's nothing wrong with that.
it's the emotional connect that I'm trying to highlight over here. It's tell me any other ad that you would have seen of any other jeweler or any other diamond brand that you can reconnect or recall now.
None. Seriously.
Exactly.
No.
This is what I'm trying to say.
It's diamond is forever.
Yeah, yeah.
And the reason is that when diamond was forever, well, as a matter of fact, it's still forever. There was no competition at all.
Right.
Today we have competition. So first, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, when we were discussing these matters and doing a lot of research on them, the competition was travel, Maldives, cars, watches. Today, it's multiple competition. You have all that plus lab growth. So what do you do with this? And here, again, I don't want us as people who are in the industry to pretend that we know what we're doing, because we don't. We know how to look at the stone in the loop. That's what we know. Some of us, others don't. And therefore, I see that only professional help. We are dealing with self-healing. We got some kind of stuff in our body, and we think that we can do it ourselves. No, we need to go to a doctor. We need to go to hospital. We need to do X-ray. We need to do CT. We need to do MRI or whatever we need to do. And this is the thing. So the reasonable thing to do would be to put together a team of professionals from around the world who will sit down and study our disease, because it is a disease. And that maybe they will come with some solution, maybe they won't. Most probably they will, because if they're professionals, they should. So I don't trust ourselves with the messages, because most of our messages are based on the same thing. Buy diamonds, they're emotional. And the lab-grown man said, buy diamonds, they're emotional. And different emotions. So we need to explain, no, our emotions are better than their emotions. Why?
That's what.
Because we're smart and they're not. They're also smart. They have better margins. So that's what I'm saying. Our efforts will bear fruit when somebody else will help us. Let's concentrate on what we do. Let's concentrate maybe on design. Let's concentrate on polishing. Let's concentrate on making beautiful things. Let our people, we shouldn't be afraid to let our people in our house if they know what to do. They are doctors. They can help us. And the earlier the better.
Starting from where you just left, earlier the better. I personally feel this is action of emergence. We all of a sudden realize that we're facing a tough competition. Natural diamonds facing tough competition. I personally feel there was a lack of planning in terms of great marketing. We never saw how it should be 5 years down the line. It's a challenge as per us currently is lab grown. down the line 5 years, it could be something else altogether. Are we even prepared for that? We'd like to add something, Wahab.
To me, I think so. If in my point of view, is the LGD is good for me because people who are looking for to pay less for a bigger stone, SIIs, M color, O color, now you have no headache with them. They'll head to the LGDs. The type, the grade of diamonds will be much higher. The competition to make to produce jewelry with a higher grade and color of diamonds will definitely be there in 5 years. You'll see that in the market because people who's aiming to buy a 10 carat, a 5 carat GVS won't pay for that. They want to pay less. They will go for the LGDs. That way, definitely you see the VVS VS, which was in the 90s all over Hong Kong show and other shows and Basel show, they'll be back in 5 years, which will make me very happy to see high-end jewelry with higher grade of diamonds, no yellowish diamonds anymore, no SIIs. So those people will head to LGDs. We will have better quality of jewelry. It's a better market for us. Plus, you're getting rid of the headache. That's the most important thing. You have the people who appreciate the diamonds, appreciate the color and clarity. To me, it's a point of view that LGD is good for us.
It's a very valid point.
Very well.
And Alex, you have seen a series of ups and downs of the industry. Do you think will there be a moment when we would be at the equilibrium? We would be cherishing again the existence of being into this thing and promoting natural diamonds?
In short, yes. I actually agree with Wahab, what he says, but there is a danger that quite a lot, first of all, it's very true for GCC. Because here, because people are much more traditional and have more traditional values, they stick to the essence of the diamond. They don't go around trying to fool themselves with other stuff. The problem will be whom we will sacrifice on this way to this better life with better prices for good diamonds. Because a lot of people will be sacrificed. A lot of traders will go out of business. And a lot of manufacturers might go out of business because at some point there will be no interest whatsoever to manufacture small stones, for example, or SI stones. I had this argument once at the IGC meeting in Moscow. And the argument went, look, lady has $1,000 in Arkansas. She goes to Walmart. She wants to have a diamond because it's a nice pavé ring with 100 stones. The ring is nice, but all the stones are piqué. Because for this price, what do you buy? And on 2 feet from it, there is the same ring with the beautiful white stones. And again, the same $1,000. What she will buy? This is clear. The answer is clear. So, do we abandon, which is also possible, $1,000 ring clientele together with $1,000 ring retailers, or do we try to find the solution which will bring more business to those who sell 10 carat stones and also for those who sell $1,000 rings? So this is the thing that the industry has to answer. And this is not an easy question.
It is.
Because we need to sacrifice something. Something should be sacrificed. Otherwise, nothing will come out of this. So I do agree that in 5 years, the prices of good, white, bigger stones will go up. I'm not sure about profit, but the prices will go
up. Gosh, with our restaurant, hopefully.
Hopefully. Profit is our business. We know how to make profit if we have a good stones because the clients are always there. And the stones will become rare. Yes, when the stone is rare, the person will like to pay premium for this. This is no issue. This is no brainer. What are we going to do with other people? We have 90% of our other traders. This is the challenge. We can say, look, we sacrifice the small traders and the manufacturers because those who manufacture today one pointers, they will continue to manufacture one pointers in lab grown. It doesn't matter because they work on the labor basis. What are we going to do with the shops? What are we going to do with Walmart products? So the equilibrium would have to be found. So not be sacrificed too much. And again, I think we need a doctor. I think we need serious doctor with like a professor.
Yeah.
And
Right.
maybe a couple of professors. Well, we need to consider
Yes.
to find out what we should do.
Also, I would like to add over here that consumer preference plays a lot of role in what we are discussing or how things are today. You being in business and dealing with consumers day to day, imagine there's a lady who used to buy, I'm talking about an elderly lady in her 40 onwards and maybe 60s, coming with her kids. So the choices of jewelry or the stones that she would pick probably will not be the same of her daughter or granddaughter.
Absolutely.
What kind of shift you see in terms of preferences, what grandmother used to buy and what granddaughter is buying?
Krishna, here in GCC, it's a different story. Let's say it's different than China, than US, and Europe. Everyone has a different taste than you. Let's say in 1950s, it started to come to the market here in GCCs, and people have more knowledge about gemstones and diamonds. Before that, it was gold. Before gold, it was pearls on. So let's say in total, the knowledge of GCC about diamonds, the GCC consumers and clients about gems and diamonds is not that far away like other things. But how they are getting the education and how they are each year in our expo or in my store, when my people come to me back, I'm amazed how much info they're gaining. Very well educated. Some of them attended GIA classes.
Yeah.
So I was shocked. Why did you want to GIA classes if you're not dealing with diamonds? Because they love to know about diamonds. Do you think these people who went and studied about diamonds at GIA, would they invest in LGV? I don't think so. Because who went and gave all that love to the diamonds and went to study about the diamonds, I'm pretty sure they love the story about the diamonds. Because if you're looking for a stone which can be made in a machine tomorrow, you have no idea. And in 5 years, that machine could be the size of a microwave and could be doing a diamond in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, instead of 20 minutes today, I heard, or 15 minutes. Let's say it depends on. So tomorrow, it could be like a printer at your home, in your office. You can click and print it. Do you think that if you're going to give a diamond for someone and you print it out of a printer in 10 years, let's say in your home, would they accept it with a smile on their face?
That's quite questionable. But with that kind of technological advancements over the year, they're happening super fast, honestly. We all have to agree on this. How well you are prepared as a jeweler, operating in a region where you have a family legacy. You are passionate about diamonds, but you cannot control the outside ecosystem. You cannot. You have to go with the flow, or rather adapt to the changes.
We haven't been able to control the mosaics. We haven't been able to control the CZs. Did they affect the diamonds? No, they did not. So that's the easy question. No, lab-grown is only a bubble. It will end up soon. Let's say the biggest evidence of that the bubble is exploding when France bans the war, when JCK bans it in the show. So here is a big shock to the lab-grown dealers. I'm pretty sure they're struggling right now. They've done big business, very huge business and big money in the last 5 years. But right now, they cannot keep doing this. Prices are going down. In 2024, 45% drop on prices. You know, when you talk about money with clients, that's the most sensitive subject to be talking with them about them. Once you mention that in 2024, 45% of the prices are dropped, there you killed the market of them.
You kill the idea of buying the lab-grown.
Yeah. So to me, I think so. It's not a concern. Lab-grown diamond was never a concern to us. It will just go with the flow. Natural will stay natural. Trust me. Any lady you meet in the street, ask her a question. Would you buy a stone which has a story behind it, or buy a beautiful stone but has no story about it. Definitely they will go for the story. Diamonds has a million years of story, carries it with it. When she wear it on her finger or her neck, she feels the value of the stone, which took million of years to come out. But when you wear a stone which is just made in a kitchen for 10 minutes, that's definitely, I'm sorry, I'm being very aggressive in that. But
It's not aggressive. This
that's
is so
not
true.
but definitely that's the truth.
Right.
No girl will accept a stone which is made in 10 minutes and wear it and feel happy about it. Unless you don't care about her, you can get it for her.
That was an amazing take from a consumer or seller point of view. Alex, would you like to add something to this?
I would just say that I do agree.
You're watching whole industry from the crow fly view. So
This is 100% right. But again, we need to find the solution for those who will be out of it. Because they will be out of it. There's no other. Of course, people will say we're not charity, we're not after. But if a lot of people will go out of business, those who cater to American market, which is, with all due respect, half of the world market, then we all will feel the heat. So we need to do something to soften this shock, which has now taken its course. I agree with you that in 1 year, probably, people will say, I was so worried. Now I'm okay. We're going to start, restart. It's most probably true, even in the US. But some people will go out of business, so we need to help. That's my message.
Alex and Wahab, it was great conversation. You spoke from business aspect, you spoke from consumer aspect. How can we conclude it for the audience, those who are not from the industry?
If I may, diamond is a piece of human history. You see this logo. This is called Facets of Mankind. This is what we're trying to convey, that diamond is a piece of human interaction, that every facet of diamond reflects something that nothing else could reflect. And if it's a serious diamond, and if it's a diamond that was found early in the human history, that reflects generations, that reflects cultures, that reflects travel from one place to another. So this is what we need to uncover, which we need to show people and to explain to them. 99.9% have no idea the diamonds were used by kings and by maharajas and by actresses and by actors. And they went from one person to another, from one family to another. Some of them were stolen, some of them people will be killed. And somewhere the whole human story is reflected in diamonds. This will never happen in Lebanon.
They carry endless legacy.
Endless. And not only that, they also kind of give the person who buys this stone a little piece of history and culture itself. So this is, if we can manage to convey this, we don't need to say anything about lab-grown. Lab-grown, beautiful costume stuff that could be twisted, that could be used in bags, it could be used, for example, in buttons or something else. Why not? Who cares? They can be polished to completely different shapes. They can be done, anything could be done with lab-growns. It's very creative material which could be put to good use. Nothing to do with real stones, which have different purpose in life. That's, I think, if we can stress this with the help of a couple of doctors, it will be perfect.
Thank you, Alex, on that note. Wahab, let's conclude this with your view.
I'll be an easier consumer side, okay? So simple questions regarding people who come and ask me about LGDs. Are they better? Are they sustainable? Are they eco-friendly? You know, questions which is being asked by clients is definitely, it came behind a search they made. So, for example, they ask about, lab grown diamonds is eco friendly, and it doesn't go through all this conflict. Okay, but you're setting a diamond on a gold. Gold mining is one of the most bad mining in the world. You're going against yourself. So be more sure about what are you studying. And if you look at lab grown diamonds, how it's created these days, many manufacturers of lab grown diamonds claim that they are trying to do it eco friendly, which is totally wrong. They're using a huge amount of electricity, which almost can make a small hospital work unoperated. So this type of questions, which I have with consumers, they don't go deep difference between lab grown and real diamonds, natural. There's a big difference. If you go technically and science wise, the difference between two, they will get lost with it. But if you want the main question they go through is this is the eco friendly. This is a more no conflict with the diamonds and this price. The most important thing, the biggest subject they talk about is the price. Okay, but a lab-grown diamond would cost you $60 and they're selling it for $300. What's the margin they're making here? And as a natural diamond dealer, I'm doing a profit. I'll be very open, I'm doing it. I'm doing 3 to 15% maximum. 15% is my max. How much are they doing? They're doing up to 600, 700%. Does this make sense now?
It's their time to choose, I feel.
Yes, but end of the day, a consumer question is it better? It's definitely not. Is it eco-friendly? It's definitely not. Is it better price? Is it better for you to invest in a lab-grown than natural diamond? Definitely not. Let me tell you a very short story. In the 1990s, my father was in Switzerland and he met a family from Iran. And he asked his family, what brought you to Switzerland? So they said that when they had to leave Iran, they left Iran with nothing else with them, only their diamonds. Only stones of diamonds are with them. They went to Switzerland, no money, nothing else other than natural diamonds, which they were able to sell each month one piece of the diamonds until they were able to buy cows and start milk and cheese manufacturing. Now they're one of the most richest families in Switzerland, Iranian families. They're very nice, very sweet, and they're very good friends of us. So that's a story about what diamond can hold the value, a natural diamond. But if there were lab-grown diamonds and let's say a 50 carat earring, what would that save money for? What would that do for your future? How can you hold the value of that? Other than the real value of money, the meaning value of it, there's zero meaning. I mean, I wouldn't like to get to my sister a stone which was made for 20 days or 20 minutes or 10 minutes. It's a shame on me. It's a shame on me. I would rather just get her a 2 grams of gold rather than give her a lab-grown diamond. It's either natural, I say it again, and mark this word. There is a Rolex and there is a fake Rolex. It's the same thing. There is a diamond and there is a fake diamond. So it's a fake. I consider it, and I will keep considering it, a fake stone, unless we want a better naming for it. I would say a synthetic stone. That's the proper naming for it. Hopefully in Kuwait, we are pushing towards following the steps of France, US, hopefully here in Qatar and the UAE, they follow these steps. Let's be more clear in this industry, not only about LGDs, even natural diamonds, even the prices. Some prices of natural diamonds are way high. And these stores are selling good. These stores who's hurting our reputation. These stores who's making people go to lab growns. Because you're paying for a 1 carat DVS $22,000, which is no discount on that. So these prices are making the people think twice. And why should I invest in a diamond? I'll go for a LGD. These people have to think twice. What profit I'm making? How I'm making profit? Is it reasonable to make that much profit from one piece? Or should I make a sustainable long-term relationship with the clients and build up a relationship with the less profit and everybody will be happy. They will be happy, will not lose them as a client, and they go to the LGDs, and we will be happy, keep making money and adding on. Today, we have to be more clear, explain to people what exactly makes a diamond two VS diamonds with a G color. Both are certified GIA. Why is one more expensive? We have other properties like fluorescence, the cut wise, and many other factors. Even the tint, for example, in GIA, when you grade the color, you grade it only from one angle, which could be have a BGM and other tint of color. It may give it more discount. Today, you have to be more open and explain to the client why I have two stones with the same properties. One has 10% discount and one can be 50% discount. You have to be clear about that. If you be clear, you'll make money. You'll be very happy about how easy it is to make money, and be clear with the client. The client will be happy even to deal with you again. So I think so. Being more clear, no shadiness in the gem industry is the main thing that we have to go through. And today, you find most shops or most stores who had, a 4C's knowledge about natural diamonds. Today, they have much more knowledge. Why? Because the LGD was there. So I'm happy LGD is here. It's
making people happy.
We have a good benefit out of that.
I think that was a master shot. He cleared the podcast like Virat Kohli.
I think it will do a successful one. Hopefully, that's what I think.
And thank you for sharing your views on this platform.
Thank you for the opportunity.
That's our pleasure to you, Ahmed. Thank you, Mr. Alex.
So it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Wish you great listening.
Thank you for staying for this interesting podcast right from the Doha show. We discussed many aspects of natural diamonds, and I do hope it makes sense on many levels. It's your time to decide and choose. Until we meet again, please subscribe to the channel and interact in comments. Tell us what interests you most and would like to hear in the next episode. Till then, thank you.